Alright guys, in this video we're going to be setting up our ads manager. In the prior video we created it, but now we need to go inside of it to make sure that we get everything squared away and that we can basically be ready for our test ads in the next section. So ads account is right over here when you're inside your business manager and right under pages that we'll go about in the next video. But ads account right here basically gets you going into this screen. Now you can add people and partners in this area right here. That'll happen down the road when you are basically scaling your business up and you're not going to just do this all by yourself. What we want to focus on right now is this right here. We're going to click this little button right here, and it's going to open us up into what's called Ads Manager. At the time of this video, they used to have another section where it was kind of like more advanced ways of running ads, and that was called Power Editor. And then now this is called Ads Manager, and it's just the combined setting of both. So what we want to do is just focus on Ads Manager going forward. And then what I want to do first, you will be creating an ad and campaign and everything from this screen. We're going to go over that in the next section. Let's go up to here where it says Ads Manager. You got these 3 bars. Let's click on that. So this is where everything kind of is maintained in your Ads Manager. All these tools are different things you can use throughout running ads. The big things that we want to get set up right now is your pixel. So let's click on pixels right here. So we need to actually create our Facebook pixel, right? So that's what the screen looks like. If it changes by the time you watch this, just realize that all we need to do is create a pixel. Matt Store's pixel is perfectly fine. Let's hit create. It's going to take a little bit of time here to figure everything out. Now it's going to ask you, pretty sure, yeah, it's going to ask you to do all of this different stuff. What do we need to do? You actually don't need to do any of this. So what we need to do is hit the X button right here and actually grab this little code that's right here. It's going to be right under your store name. It says Pixel ID. Let's grab that and copy it. Now head over to your back end of Shopify. So let's go over here. And we're going to actually place this code by going to Online Store. And then down to Preferences. And there's a section right here called Facebook Pixel ID. Now, you can do this, and you can put it here, hit Save, and your pixel is installed. And make it super easy for you to use. It's super fast, quick, and now all of your ads, for the most part, will be tracked. Now, there's other apps that you can use that do this for you as well. One app I suggest to use is what's called Trackify, and we can have a whole video and section on that down the road. This is perfectly fine for right now. So if you end up going into using something called Trackify, you'll actually remove this pixel from the section right here. But right now, let's just go ahead and do this. Hit save. Boom, and our pixel is installed. Simple, easy, and effective. Let's go back here. I'm just going to refresh to see if they can ping it. Might take a little bit of time. Yeah, so eventually the screen, especially when you get traffic, but eventually the screen will have information. This will change because we are set up. You don't need to set it up via their instructions when it comes to a Shopify store. So if this screen's still on there when you do all this, do not worry about it. Perfectly natural. Once you get traffic and once the store is live, it'll come in and it'll have a bunch of information for you to check out. So let's go back up to our little 3 bars up here. And look at some of the other important screens that we'll be referencing throughout the course. So right over here is what's called Audience Insights. I'm going to show you what that is. That's going to help you get a lot of targeting in a later video. And we're going to find our audiences. Not only we know who our audience might be, but we got to find them on Facebook. That's what we're going to do right here. Page post is going to find all the stuff that you post on your page. Super easy to do too, and that's basically the hub to manage all of that. Audiences, a little different than audience insight, right? So let's just go in here real quick. We're going to be teaching you how to create a bunch of these audiences. Basically what you can do is gather people who do certain things on your site into a certain audience. So if somebody views my store, I can put them in a view audience. A view content audience is what it's called. Or if they add something to cart, we can add them to an add to cart audience. So I'll teach you how to do all that in a later video, but that's where that is referenced. Going back to Ads Manager, that screen where we create ads right here, all tools, goes this back over to, let me see here, catalogs. We're going to be teaching you how to use catalogs in a later video as well, and that's probably really good for retargeting. And that's really it for right now. Your settings and your business settings and billing, we talked about that in the prior video. Make sure your payment processor is set up, your credit card and everything like that gets you set up to make sure this is a smooth process. And that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to make sure that you had an understanding of. So let's go back to Ads Manager just so you're familiar. Takes a little bit, and then we are ready to run ads in the next section. So let's talk about creating your Facebook page.